maybe if you're eating, I don't know, it might not be the most wholesome few minutes of radio you've ever heard.
Sounds good to me.
Mr. Bassett says, Father Simon, Brother Matthew, Sister Jackie, and anyone else who's rolled up. Here's my confession. I realise if you decide to use it, some names will have to be changed. This goes back nearly 50 years to when I was at high school somewhere in the north of England. I was a very shy 14-year-old who would not say boo to a goose, never mind actually talk to the girl I fancied. The girl in question, Angela, let's call her that, was stunningly gorgeous and, in my opinion, would have won any beauty contest all the way up to Miss World. I would try to look at her for as long as possible without being noticed, all the time daydreaming that she would actually approach me to ask me if I was available at the weekend.
That always works.
Walter Mitty, eat your heart out, says Mr. Bassett. Imagine the most amazing girl of all time and then add even more amazingness. That'll be her.
Yep.
Sadly, there were also some boys at the school who were the typical school bullies, who everyone used to avoid like the plague, me included. They were ruffians, Father Simon, the worst kind, who would prey upon anyone who wasn't in their gang. They were called Nobby, Chunks and Dog Breath.
Great.
Also, there was a fourth member. Sometimes Steve Knuckles Smith was with them. He was horrible as well. Now, there was a shop on the corner across from our school, and every now and then I used to go across and get a dripping sandwich and beef crisps for my lunch. Different times.
Yeah.
And if I had enough money, I'd get 2 ounces of midget gems, because they sold sweets like that back then. If you don't remember, these were Lyons Confectionery, one of their biggest sellers. They were like wine gums, but a lot harder. Liverpool Football Club had their own branded version of midget gems
indeed.
back in the day. So on the way back to the school gate, the bullies I mentioned were loitering with intent at the entrance, and one of them, Nobby, I think, noticed the midget gems sticking out of my back pocket, and within 1 minute my midget gems were no more and they were their midget gems, and the bullies were laughing and chewing at the same time. Now this is where I hatched the plan to get my own back, but not in a physical way, as I was no match for 5 burly cavemen, and also I feel that there is too much violence in the world. Wouldn't you agree?
So true.
Oh, yes.
I mean, difficult to say, no, I think this is not. No, I was going to use my brain power, Father Simon. I waited until I saw them loitering at the gate. I went to the corner shop, I bought 2 ounces of midget gems, and I then proceeded to stick each midget gem individually up my nose.
Oh, no!
And then put them back into the bag again.
Of course.
I don't know if you've ever tried inserting confectionery up your nose, Father Simon, but it does require considerable application and focus.
Yeah.
Obviously, no one should try this at home.
No.
Even if you're tempted, don't put wine gums, any kind of gum, any kind of confectionery at all up your nose. Mr. Bassett says, making sure the bag was visible from my pocket, I headed back to the gate and the bullies' reception. I saw them eyeing my pockets, and they noticed the sweets. However, then it all fell apart, as talking to the bullies was the girl of my dreams. And when the chief bully had my sweets in his hands, then offered the bag to Angela, to which she replied, "Oh, midget gems are my favourite." What was I to do? Own up, so Angela would avoid the snot-covered sweets, or keep quiet so my face would still look the same in the morning? Obviously, I took the latter option. So, Father Simon, I confess that I said nothing and watched as the fabulous and gorgeous woman, the girl I loved more than anything else, ate about 10 of my midget gems. 10. Now with extra lubrication. I do not wish forgiveness from the bullies, but I do ask for forgiveness from Angela and hope she would forgive me if she found out. I've not had a midget gem since then. I switched to American hard gums, as there was no way that I could put any of those up my nostril.
No, that's too big.
It's a preventative measure.
Absolutely. Also, they get stuck in your teeth. Something rotten. Never mind getting stuck in your nose. Anyway, Sister Jackie Brambles goes first.
I'm sorry. I can't forgive that. I mean, when you saw the beautiful Angela reaching for the midget gem, you should have hurled yourself between her and the afflicted sweeties and saved her from that fate. Oh, no. No.
Okay, no forgiveness from Jackie Bramble's brother from another country.
I'm going to forgive, and here's why. And there's two reasons why. Number one is struck me as a perfect revenge here in not using violence, but using your brain
And your nose, too.
Yeah, and your nose to be able to get back at the bullies. But also, forgive me if I'm wrong here, but Angela was there when they were nicking his midget gems, and she did nothing. In fact, she ate 10 of the midget gems in front of him. Your best shot. Dodged a bullet there. Sounds like Angela was not quite the catch that she was being depicted as, so I'm definitely going to forgive from Angela, who's quite happy to stand by and watch people being relieved of their midget gems.
She might have had the radiance of a Miss World, but she had the morals of a sewer.
Correct.
Right.
And a lot of
Unlucky.
mucus she didn't count on.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, a tasteful confession.